Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's reading, we're doing how are you presenting yourself to the world? And we have here pile number 1 with the black candle, pile number 2 with the red candle, and pile number 3 with the pink candle. So please pause the video if needed. Let's go. So for the viewers that picked pile number 1, with the ethereal deck, we have here the black candle. Let's find out, how do you present yourself to the world? How does my pal number 1 present themselves towards the world or to the world? How do they present themselves to the world? Let's find out. I heard Gemini right off the bat. The Hangman in the reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse, 10 of Cups, 6 of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Hermit in reverse. Okay, so you present yourself to the world as a truth speaker, of a truth revealer. I see someone that is walking in their truth, speaking their truth. You don't present yourself shy at all. Like, you are not shy at all. And that is one of the biggest facets to your personality or how you present yourself. It's just this clear communication. This, you might be anxious inside, but the way you present yourself is like this calm, comfortable, like been here, done that type of attitude. You present yourself as someone that has a lot to offer, someone that brings a lot to the table, whether it's ideas, places, dreams, goals, innovations, technologies. You are everything that's new, okay? And you present yourself as someone that hops on everything new, whether it's a trend, a new car, some new type of shoes. You also present yourself as someone very funny, someone that anybody can get along with, someone that gets along with everyone. But out of everything here, you are not presenting yourself as an introvert, okay? Like, we got the Hanged Man in reverse and also the Hermit in reverse. See, this pile, they're not hiding a thing about their world. I feel like your life presents itself almost like a clear glass of water. Like, everybody can see through it. And I feel like this kind of almost puts you on a pedestal, makes you look very well off, put together. Because it's like you don't give vibes of someone that has to hide their truth self. Okay, it's like what do you want to know about me? You could know it all, right? When it comes to pile number 1, you will know everything. Even if it's not all or everything, you guys get it. But it's like you're not someone that's hiding behind the bush or hiding the realities of your life. It's like you are happy where you're at. You celebrate yourself even when you're not where you want to be. And basically this presents you as someone confident, a go-getter, someone that has a good self-esteem, someone sure about themselves, and someone that can offer a lot of love to others. So pile number 1, you present yourself as someone very courageous, the people's people, okay? This is someone here that everyone likes, everyone wants to listen to. I don't mean to say it, but you kind of present yourself as a winner, as you got it figured out, as you got it all together. And for this pal, it could just be too good to be true. But I just feel like that when people really get to meet you, They realize, oh, this is why they're like this, or why they have the 10 of Cups, or why they're successful. Because they're a good person. Ace of Cups. I feel like your accomplishments can kind of present like competition for others, or even a sense of worry. But it's like once your character comes in, it's like it presents a whole different version of who you are other than your accomplishments. And it kind of makes people think to themselves, oh my, I see why they're so successful. I see why they have this. I see why they have that. Okay? This person is about their business. Let's see here. How was my pal number one presenting themselves to the world? How was my pal number one presenting themselves to the world? You're presenting yourself as very outgoing, curious, not afraid to speak around large groups of people. We have Page of Swords, Two of Swords, a lot of sword energy. Wouldn't be surprised. Air signs here. Hello. You present yourself as someone that looks a lot within. I don't think you ask a lot of questions about what should be your next step. You kind of just bring it on. With this Four of Wands, you present yourself as someone that has figured out the keys to success, or the secrets to life, or the secrets of being in a happy relationship or in a happy marriage. You present yourself as very successful. And even if you feel like you're not successful as you should be, it's like you're still proud of it and you're still happy for where you've come from. Okay? Page of Swords. Yeah, you present yourself as very focused. Someone that has plans, someone that has goals, someone that is not always going to stick around for the fun. This you can present yourself to be fun. Hello, 10 of Cups is here. But it's a beautiful balance with the Ace of Cups. I think as much as you give to the public is as much as you give to yourself, or even more to yourself. But there's a lot of stability in this group, so you definitely present yourself as someone very stable, someone in a commitment, someone that got married, somebody that is going through some sort of like education, but very stable. I heard white picket fence, pretty perfect life. And listen, I'm not saying that is true, okay? Although I would love for everyone to have a perfect life, okay? I will love it. And if you do, great. I love that for you. But if you don't, that's how you're presenting yourself. Like, you got to figure it out. Like, you got the secrets. Like, life is just moving for you. And you have the right people in your circle. And you have people that love you and that support you and that help you. So yeah, you present yourself to be very fierce. Someone that is living the life that many people probably wish they had. So pile number one, there's a lot of stability that comes through relationships here and career. So you definitely are the person that presents yourself to have it all together. And of course, things are not always going to be perfect, but you make it seem like it's all worth it. And basically you present that life is good to you, and life is always good. So there's a lot of happiness here. You could be very open about your family, about your beliefs, about your values, about your dislikes. I see somebody very open to who they are and their surroundings, but someone also acknowledging how fruitful and beautiful their life is. So generally speaking here, pile number one, you present yourself like you got the perfect family, you got the perfect life, to be honest. I don't see anyone here. And you also present yourself to be an extrovert. Even if you don't like being around people, even if you have social anxiety, pile number one, you're presenting yourself to be someone extroverted, someone that likes to speak, or someone that can speak to a lot of people. So, yeah, that's all that I'm getting here. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for my viewers that picked pile number 2 with the red candle, let's find out, how are you presenting yourself to the world? How was my pile number 2 presenting themselves as, well, how are they presenting themselves to the world? I heard like strict, I heard coquette, I heard classy, I heard suit and tie, library. Let's see here. How does my pile number 2 present themselves to the world? You present yourself as a healer. Someone here is presenting themselves as a healer. As wounded healer here. Someone here is a wounded healer. You present yourself to the world as someone very private and mysterious. Someone that has a lot of depth in their personality. Someone that's been going through a lot of transformations. I feel like you definitely do not look like you did 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 3 years ago. There's a lot of greed here in this energy of your presentation. Whether it is that you're greedy with your information, you're greedy with your attention, your presence, or even your money. Okay, you can present that. This is the person that's hard to get to know. This is the person with a shell. All right. You also present yourself as someone that has it together financially, or that is working towards financial success. But the way you present yourself to the world, it's kind of almost scary. It's like nothing really shakes your boat. Nothing really can bother you. You present yourself as someone that can deal with situations and still come on top with the Nine of Pentacles. Someone here has like a boho type of aesthetic, or like I can say like a nature-like aesthetic, like with a lot of skirts or like natural hair, dreads. You can, present yourself to be a herbalist, a healer, and if not, maybe someone that's comfortable in their spirituality. You definitely present yourself as someone that does not want attention or does not want to step out of their bubble. Especially since she's in a bubble. Even if everyone's trying to poke at her, it's like she still remains in that bubble. You present yourself to the world as different. Not like everyone else, and maybe even harder to get around. Okay, I don't think people can see you clearly in this pile. Maybe you don't care to present yourself. You're over it. I'm so sorry, pile number 2. I feel like you've gotten to the point where just being around others might make you feel uneasy, because it's like you're worried about what can happen or what can be done. Even though you know that nothing can really bother you, but it's like maybe the anxieties of like, maybe so and so will do this or that. You get it? But pile number 2, yeah, You also present yourself as someone that's had a rough patch, someone that really did not have justice on their side with the justice in reverse, someone that has been through questionable things that maybe probably affected you or hurt you deeply. Let's see. Pile number two. How was my pile number two presenting themselves to the world? So here in these cards, you guys can present yourself as someone very, very quiet or into your own self. And you can also present to be someone that would rather be alone or be in their own energy. With the Two of Wands, you can also present yourself as someone that's very knowledgeable about the world, about politics, about what's happening in your community. And you can be also presenting yourself as someone that is very loved by others. So maybe you are someone that is alone most of the times. You like to be alone. You like to be in your own energy. But you still somehow have people that always root for you. People in the background that have your back. People that are there for you. So you present yourself as someone that's very loved because you don't need anybody. It's like you have all the love that you need. So you don't have to like beg for it or like force anything in your life. Connections, people. That you rather be alone because you know you have people that love you. And back and again, this could be the pal that has a presence online. You can have a presence online, whether, in your real life, you don't have that many people to socialize with, but maybe online you have a community of people that constantly interact with you and love you. So that could be it for this pile. So, yeah, you present yourself to the world as someone not interested. Like, been there, done that, don't want to go through it again. I could care less. You are the person that presents yourself to avoid conflict. It's like you avoid things that are not necessarily helpful for you and your goals. And, people might think that you're stuck up or that maybe you're hiding your true feelings. But at the end, people just always figure out how sensitive you are and how you kind of almost protect yourself from getting hurt or disappointed by others by staying in your own lane and staying in your own presence and maybe going about an attitude based off, if it's meant for me, then it'll be there. It'll come to me. Like, I don't need to do anything. Okay? So, of course, lone wolf here, but loved by many, very intelligent, and you can present yourself as someone that likes to travel or move around or experience different things in people. But this is definitely a pal that presents to be a lone wolf, somebody that can hold their own all alone, doesn't really need people, doesn't really need anybody. You also present yourself as someone like a workaholic, someone that's just work, 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 or thinking about other streams of income or how many jobs they can have. So definitely this is a pal that worries and stresses about their money. Capricorn placements here and Taurus placements. But pile number two, overall, I think you have a very, I would say, aloof way of presenting yourself and protective. It's like this is the pile that's going to have their guard up. This is the pile that's going to question, why is this person so nice to me right now? This is the pile that's going to walk away when they feel uncomfortable in a group setting or they're somewhere they don't want to be. This is the pile that is going to choose their emotional well-being over anybody. You present yourself as someone very rough, unfortunately. But the more people get to know you, the more they see why you do that. Because pile number 2, you are very lovable. And maybe those that do support you, they can see how big of a heart and how lovable you are, pile number 2. But yes, you do present yourself as someone that loves nature, spirituality, or loves to be basically moving around or working out. Like, you're really into your health or your physical well-being. And I see like a lot of natural things, like a herbalist, like a vegan, like natural things here. Like, you love natural things. But that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for my viewers that picked pile number 3 with the pink candle, let's find out. How do you present yourself to the world? How does my pile number 3 present themselves to the world? How does my pile 3 present themselves to the world? Let's see. You present yourself to the world as being very hot to handle. Okay, I don't care who clicked on this video. You guys are hot. You guys are good looking. You guys are stunning. You can be someone very problematic, but this is not your fault. This is how you present yourself to the world because of what you have and the things that you have acquired. Okay, so this is the pal that just presenting themselves to the world is going to gain them a lot of hate or even a lot of love. It's like there's no middle ground for this pile. You guys are extremely hot. You can either have people going in your favor or going against you. But the way you present yourself will always bring you a problem. Not because of who you are, but what you bring. Because not everyone is comfortable accepting or seeing others do better than them. It can kind of bring some conflict. But you present yourself as someone that's never not down with getting to the bottom of conflict. You see, pile number 3, you're giving messy bitch energy. But not in the toxic way that many people might think, or mean girl type of way. It's like, if you bring it, we can bring it. All right. Yes, you present yourself as someone that holds your own, not problematic, but if problems arise, does not have a problem picking up their own. Okay. You give very much leader, very authoritative, very boss-like. Pile 3, you could have been the leader in all of your friend groups unknowingly, or you end up alone, or you end up as the one that people kick off or out the groups because you are too much to handle. You are like a leader. You are someone that always is above others. And I don't think you force that. I feel like you have this natural ability of being on top of anybody or on top of everything or being above everyone. Okay, very beautiful, very stunning, can dress. This is a group that can dress to perfect. This is the group that will put anyone in their place. And you have a beautiful way of presenting yourself as someone kind and humble, regardless of how you look and regardless of what you have. Let's see here. How does my pal number 3 present themselves? Very erupted, okay? You present yourself as someone that will not be a pushover. This is not the group that you are going to bully. This is not the group of people that you want to go against, okay? You don't want to go against them because they already have too much on you, okay? They already have too much on you, and already people like them because they are a good person. So pile number 3, leader, on top, um, trendsetter. You are the wave. I heard you are the wave. You don't copy. You're not a follower. People follow you. Okay, Pile 3. You always have problems with people that cannot accept sometimes that people are going to be above. Okay, you are the person that comes into people's life to humble them. A lot of people that might think that they're on top, God puts you in their life so that they can compare themselves and they can see the reality of things. That you're not always going to be on top. And Pile 3, the most beautiful part about you and who you are is that other people that are doing better than you with this Empress at the end of the deck do not intimidate you. And this is why you are in the positions you are, because you know how to handle competition. You know how to handle situations where you feel less than. Okay? People don't understand that sometimes there is no competition in life. The only competition you have is you and your old self. Pile 3, you are not a hater. And this is why you give very much boss babe energy. You give success. You give lots of success. Intellectual success, emotional success, marital success, financial success. Whatever area in your life that you deem to be successful, you are successful in, and you present yourself to be very proud of that. Okay, so whoever is proud of their accomplishments and what they've done in their life, as you should, that's how it's supposed to be. But pile number 3, I'll be wrong if I said that, people accept this presentation of yourself. Not everyone is going to accept this presentation of you. Okay, because a lot of people, or some people, not a lot, okay, view a lot of their peers as competition. You could have been the pal that had to go through a lot of changes with people kicking you off the group, people being messy towards you, people not talking to you, people just stop talking to you for no reason, people just leave you behind. And you've always probably wondered, what is wrong with me? But it's not what's wrong with you. It was what's wrong with them. Okay, Pile 3. You have a lot to offer. You're someone that is very understanding and empathetic towards others' emotions. You have a really good heart. And I feel like a good heart plus everything you have can be very freaking intimidating. Really freaking intimidating. Look at the babies looking at her weird. And there could be people in your life where you're like, I made you. Okay? You have such a powerful presence that you have changed the people around you lives. Okay? Look back to the people in your past and realize, wow, I really made that person. I made them who they are. You've created a lot of mini yous, Pile 3, because you have this effect in your life that when you come in other people's life, you just change it. So the way you present yourself to the world is very powerful, very mature, and very kind-hearted. But I feel like this is too much of a full package, Pile 3. And this can sometimes cause you problems with the 8 of Swords. Let's see any last cards on how does my Pile 3 present themselves to the world. How does my Pile 3 present themselves to the world? The Devil, come on, hot, sexy, alluring. We have your 10 of Cups. You present yourself at like, you got it all. The Fool, someone, young-minded, someone free, someone that has a creative side, that just, you're free to be who you want to be. That's who you are. And then Page of Swords, someone that's constantly looking out for themselves and others, and even, paving the way. Okay, you paved the way for a lot of people. And I'm gonna be real with you, Pile 3. You might not have a lot of people celebrating you, but you are a lot to celebrate for. Okay, your path has not always been easy, and people had tried to make you feel like a fool when the whole time you were an empress. You were this 9 of Cups. You had it all. You were it all. Okay, Pile 3. So the way you present yourself to the world, Pile number 3, is literally, I heard superstar, but magnificent, great. Someone great. Someone that has a lot to offer. Someone that has a lot on their plate. And if you hate them or love them, they're not going to care. But just know, if you hate them, you are a hater. Because that person only offers help to others. This person only offers guidance. And if anything, this person wishes that they can meet someone just like them. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys.